a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my I swing.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Cousins trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds Pierce, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 22. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. It'll be Hurts on the option. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized. And down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Henry again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. With Nick Bonito not letting him escape there, he was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now the rookie's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. And caught by Henry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, and they hope to get back into this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Caught outright by Renfrow. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got Pierce. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. This is Hines. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Play action now. Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Open man, that's Renfro. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and they're still.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense. Those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now McManus for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Titans nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Hunter Renfro on return. The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Cousins gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Cousins. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing again on second down.
Hurts. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding Pierce on the crossing route.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Let's go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. He completes it to Henry.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. give Henry another shot. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
To try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left sideline, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Ready? 19 Cardinal, 18, Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
On 1st down, Hurts delivers another one to Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here.
And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Throwing, Cousins. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Cousins on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock.
He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Again, it's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.